Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Comedy Collision Podcast. I am your host, Nick Hanek. This is episode 87, the Halloween edition. Let's get right into it. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Halloween edition of the Comedy Collision Podcast. I am your host, Nick Hanek. This is episode 87, and I am not just Nick Hanek today. No, I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I am the Snow Miser today for Halloween. Christian did not get dressed up. You knew this was the Halloween episode, and he didn't get dressed up. But it's just me. I thought he's going to do Heat Miser, but he didn't. It's all good. And I'm feeling in the spirit this year. I'm not usually a big Halloween guy, but there's something magical in it. I don't know. I went all out, as you can see. The face paint was done by myself. This thing's going to keep moving. It's going to irritate me. Got it. The nose paint was done by myself. I really think I did a good job. I'm proud of it. So this is what it is for Halloween this year. I got the gloves with the snow. I didn't know. I had to Google how to tie a scarf. I didn't know. So don't hate on the scarf tie. Is this bad? Christian, is this good or bad? What do you think? It's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. So I'm gonna be honest. It's very hot in here to have a scarf on, but nonetheless, we're gonna get going with it. So again, I've been doing some shows. People have seen. We have our big November 18th Monday night. I believe it's a 7 or 8 p.m. show. Zany's in Old Town. Come on out, buy tickets. We will put a ticket link in this video description. How about that? Ticket link guaranteed, if I remember, to be put into the description later. And then also, what else we got? We did a couple shows already, but we got let's see. I'm looking through my dates. We did that. We got Mason City Limits. We're going so we got the Zany show November 18th and November 22nd to the 23rd. Mason City Limits. Opening up for Edgar Sandoval, hilarious comic down in the Peoria, Mason City Limits area of Illinois that I don't know where that is, but it's south, I believe. So I'm going to be down there for 2 nights, the 22nd and 23rd opening for him. And then on November 30th, we have the Variant show. And then on December 28th, obviously the BBC show. Why would I not be on the BBC show? So excited to do that one. And, yeah, man, just come on out. Tickets are going to be, obviously, just message me to get some tickets. And we have a Celsius today. I thought we'd get blue to kind of go with the flow and of everything, the fizz-free blue Raz lemonade. Just say raspberry. You don't have to say Raz. Whoever came up with that really thought he struck gold, though, probably. And it's fine. There's better. There's better out there. That's not one of the better ones, and I don't know why I did a live taste testing of that on the camera. But either way, we're back. It's a solo episode. Happy Hallows Eve or Halloween or whatever day this comes out on. It will be before Halloween. To everybody out there, I am going as Snow Miser this year. In years past, me and I do have a buddy who's going as Heat Miser, so I'm not going to just show up and people are like, what the hell are you? And I'm like, Snow Miser. On this claymation from 1964, you idiot. How did you not know that? Or whatever year it came out. And my buddy's going as Heat Miser. He's got like a whole orange and yellow wig. It's going to be awesome. And then last year we went as Ghostbusters. I was Bill Murray of the Ghostbusters. And then the year before, I think I went as a soccer player, a hockey player. And a lot of people had a lot of comments about the helmets that I wore. They said it looked like I might have played for a hockey team, but in the special education division. It's hurtful to hear that, but, we're going to move past it and just move on and try to... Honestly, this is probably not going to be much better. Now that I'm thinking about it, the comments I'm going to get, they're probably going to be very... If I got comments about being a hockey player in a special education division, this is going to be... this is going to be a new level. But we love it. It's a little small, and it's tight. But what are you gonna do? Pause. Okay, cool. So that the Halloween's on the corner. I did do what else? I did the Rock Island shows, man. I did the Rock Island shows. Those were really fun. Shout out to the guys that won it. It was like a tie, which I don't always agree with. It's not soccer. Why are we tying in comedy competitions in America? But two guys tied. They split the money, and I think they both got 2 sweet tickets to Theo Vaughn. So pretty sweet winning prize for those two guys, and they were hilarious. So shout out those guys. And then, Rock Island, shout out you guys for always bringing it. That was so much fun. And then we did Surge Billiards, and that was such a cool show because I had a buddy come out from high school. I hadn't seen him since high school. So what is that, 9 years, something like that? And he just saw me posting and doing it on Facebook and Instagram. He decided to come out, and it was awesome, dude. It was such a fun show. And Ben, what am I saying? Ben, Kwame, I don't know where I was going with Ben. Who's Ben? Shout out Kwame, who's the guy who came. So he's the man. Such a fun time. Ron puts on a great show. Ron Bloom. If you don't know him, go follow him at Ben. That's why, at Ben Jeeb. R, is that it? I think it is. I'm not sure. We know. Yeah, Christian can double check that. Thank you. He's the man. We did Surge Billiards. It was such a fun show. I might post a couple clips from that, but it's not the best quality, so we'll see. But people really like when I post clips. And Benji B. Okay, so Ben, BenJeeb B. So Ben Jeeb. Yeah. All right, BenJeeb. And his name's Ron Bloom. So, that doesn't make sense. But either way, he's the man, and he ran such a funny show. Cat Diaz killed Keaton Ford. There's this guy I met named Cricket. He was so funny on the show. Everyone really, I know I'm forgetting names, but it was such a fun show to do. So if you're ever coming out, Surge is a great room. Go to there. But again, November 18th, we're packing Zanies. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. It's going to be in front of like everybody I know. I feel like a lot of people have already told me they're coming out to this one, and I'm ready for it. Says the guy who has his face painted like a goddamn clown right now. We're ready for the task. We're ready to bring it on. And I'm picking out my entrance music. I'm between Snow Miser. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm going to do for my entrance music. They're going to probably end up deciding, and I'm not going to get to choose at all. And that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, life's been good. I've been getting back into pickup basketball and just getting my ass kicked left and right. I have zero cardio. I thought I could just get back into it. I haven't played basketball in 3 years, something like that, since the pandemic. And I thought I could just hop back in with the guys and just start running. I am old. I am tired. I am sore. This is not the sport for me. Golf is the sport for me. Golf is the shit. Because golf, you get to ride around in a golf cart, drink. You don't even need to drink. I don't even like drinking on the course a lot of times because I get so into the game, and when I get drunk, I play worse. But you can drink, you can eat, you can do. And I know that sounds like a fat person's lifestyle, but listen, I'm telling you, golf is the shit. And and when I'm making a point and I have these goddamn gloves on, it's a little more dramatic, isn't it? But golf is the shit. Yeah, I'm so out of shape for basketball, so I gotta get back into basketball shape. Get my cardio up a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I still got a couple shots that go up and come right back down into the rim and don't go in. They shoot out of bounds and it's a turnover. But besides that, I got my passings there. Never lost the passing. Always was the Steve Nash of the team, or Jason Williams, kids. Look him up. White chocolate. And I don't know. I feel like because I have these gloves on, I got to do that every 2 seconds. This thing is hot and annoying, and it's fine. We're all going to move past it, and you guys are going to stay with me on this and get past it. What else? What are we doing? Let's see. We have, I have a lot of Am I the Assholes, but I'm just trying to think about my life because I know it's been a while since we checked in with you guys. I hope you guys liked that episode last week with Christian. That was fun. I'm in a couple weddings now. I got to go to Missouri, and there is nothing more boring than that drive down to Missouri. It's just through cornfields. It's like 5 hours. I'm going to St. Louis, which is like 4 hours, and then I'm going to be in my buddy's wedding. So I got to go do that. Go in my buddy's wedding. That'll be fun. See him for like, I probably see him twice a year, 3 times a year. So seeing him will be cool. Go from there then back to Chicago. Chill here. Then in a week, go back to Columbia, Missouri, my alma mater, and go watch Mizzou hopefully kick Oklahoma Sooners' butts. You hear that? You hear that trash talk I just gave it? We're going to smack your butts around. And and in that hat, it feels like that's the way he would talk. You hear it say, we're going to come and get you, eh? That's how you talk when you wear one of these hats. By the way, this is plastic. I paid $8 for a piece of plastic. Didn't realize it was plastic. But I am watching Boardwalk Empire, and they all dress like with scarves and hats like this and talk like this, you see? And every sentence ends with "you see" instead of a period. And and it's such a good show. I would go watch Boardwalk Empire. I'm on season 2. No spoilers. The only thing that really takes you away from the show is that Steve Buscemi's the main character. And and this is not a shot at Steve Buscemi, all right? He's got good roles, okay? He's a very talented actor. He's great in The Sopranos. He directed Pine Barrens, which is a great episode. The guy who wrote Pine Barrens wrote the pilot for Boardwalk Empire. Scorsese directed the pilot for Boardwalk Empire. But I just don't know if Steve Buscemi was the right choice. He's constantly, like, fucking and sucking and doing that stuff. And I'm just like, do you really get laid that much, Steve? Because it does not look that way. He's got those eyes that kind of like pop out at you, you know, those creeper jeepers. And I just haven't bought in on it yet. I just haven't bought on his character. But there are some good characters. There's Al Capone, Lucky Luciano. Some real good characters in the show and good actors too. Michael Shannon crushes it as he works for the government as a detective, I believe, something like that, federal agent, if you will. So it's all about Prohibition. Go check that out. Yeah, only 12 minutes in. Hell yeah, I forgot this doesn't work when I try to touch the laptop. That's gonna be a pain in my ass, but it's all right. All right, let's do one of these. Christian, how have you been? Good. You say, yeah. Well, suck it up. We all have problems. All right. This is the first one we have for Am I the Asshole? It's been a bit since we only got to do like 1 or 2 on our episode because you were yapping about your life and everything. As the guest, I just start blaming guests. You came on my show and we didn't even get to do the one bit I like to do. That's so funny. That's hilarious. All right. Am I the asshole? Here we go. We're starting now. In a rage, I flashed my father-in-law right in front of my mother-in-law. I'm gonna melt away, dude. It's Snowmeister. I'm gonna be melting away here. That's such a corny joke, but it's all right. Here we go. My husband's parents came to stay with us for the week. They live about 2.5 hours away. Why do you need to? Okay, and we pause right there because why do you need to stay at somebody's house when you live 2.5 hours away? I sleep in shorts and a tank top. Well, this morning I woke up and made some coffee and sat down at the table to drink it. Soon after, my father-in-law came in, got himself a cup, and sat across from me. All right, there you go. Here we go. We have a nice conversation about how the family is doing, etc. A few minutes passed, and my mother-in-law came in, got her coffee, sat down next to her husband. Great. She started staring me down after a minute. She hatefully asked if I like having my tits all out in front of her husband. that went from 0 to 100. Holy shit. All right. So they were just chilling, having a conversation, and the mother-in-law came in and was like, you like having your tits out, sweetheart, huh? You like that? And she goes, I was mortified and rather pissed off. So I told her it was a fucking tank top, and if I wanted to show him my tits, I would just do this, and pulled up my shirt and flashed him my bare breasts. What is happening? Holy shit. What the fuck? Holy fuck. Stop cursing. This is a family show. I'm dressed like Snow Miser. Oh my God. Dude, this is at like probably 8 a.m. in the morning. Just 8 a.m. The attitude on this woman. She woke up not wanting to be pissed off in any slight way. And this mother-in-law came in and just said the wrong fucking thing. All right. She goes, holy fuck, hang on here. We're going to continue. I immediately realized what I just did and got insanely embarrassed and hightailed it to my room. Yeah, I would be too, sweetheart. I instantly heard her got to the guest room. Was that get? Is that probably get to the guest room? I instantly heard her get to the guest room, and within a few minutes, I heard their sweet suitcases being. I'm sorry, I'm a bad reader, but also they misspelled, so it's not on me. I instantly heard her get to the guest room, and within a few minutes, I heard their suitcases being wheeled down the hallway, and the front door slammed. I immediately called my husband, crying. He soon was crying too, crying from laughter though. Whoa, got ya. What time in the morning is this? That's what I need to know. The husband's already at work and you guys are just flashing tits. All right. I feel terrible is what she means to say, but this lady has always tore me down and has always been hateful towards me for no reason other than the fact that I took her little baby boy from her. Well, you also just flashed your tits at 8 a.m. to her husband. I feel like there's more to the story here. I know I went over the top crazy, but she has been pushing me for over 20 years. You were over 20 years into this relationship, and you just said, fuck it, I'm showing my tits now? What? Oh, my gosh. I tried to call to apologize, but she won't take any of my calls. How big of the a-hole am I? So it's not am I, because obviously you are. And because you are, and it's how big. And the answer to this question is interesting because it comes down to, I think, what time in the morning, right? If it was just an 8 a.m. and everyone's tired and you're just like, she comes in and just brings that heat, I could see you getting irritated real quickly. Sure. But if it's 10 a.m. and it's maybe the sun's still coming up a little bit, by the way, at 8 a.m., so it's still a little darker maybe in the kitchen. Maybe he didn't see both nipples, maybe just one. He caught a little areola, if you know what I'm saying. And he that could be a case. But if it's 10 a.m., 10:30, hell, 11:15, and you're sitting down for coffee, husband's at work, sun's shining, damn, you're damn too late for McDonald's breakfast. That ship sailed. And you're just, boom, flashing those things. That's going to be more of an 8 out of 10. That's going to be more of an 8 out of 10. So I'm going to say that, and then, I'm going to go 8 out of 10 for the asshole you are if it's past McDonald's breakfast. We were back. When I clapped, a bunch of dust just shot up, so this is real high-end manufacturing. It's snow. It is snow. I need to wake up. I need some snow. We don't do drugs on this podcast. I don't do snow because I have a deviated septum and I don't know where snow will end up, and I don't want snow melting my brain. So that's why I don't do it. That was good. That was Christian. That was a lot better than how you reacted. All right, this one is about Halloween. Am I the asshole for ruining? I'm trying to get my gloves off because I can't read it again. Here we go. Fucking bastard. All right. Am I the asshole for ruining thousands of kids' Halloweens and not feeling bad about it? Yes. But we'll read. I live in a large neighborhood, about 90 houses. We are what's considered the rich neighborhood. You know what? I don't like this guy or girl already. So our neighborhood has always been a hot spot for trick-or-treaters. We used to get about 700 to 1,000 kids a year. I've always loved getting trick-or-treaters because my kids are teens now and they don't trick-or-treat anymore. But in the last 4 years, it's gotten a bit ridiculous. There's thousands of kids and their parents are flooding the streets. People with hay in their rigs, carrying kids around, trampoline yards, littering candy wrappers everywhere, and the amount of small children walking around by themselves is appalling. People from neighboring towns of 30,000 people take their kids to my neighborhood. One, he's being dramatic, and two, what do you mean, like they have, I'm guessing they're like pulling things and that has hay in it or something. I'm not really getting that hay. And then what's trampoline yards? Trampoline yards. They're just running over people? I don't know. I was annoyed, but I never really did anything about it until about 2 years ago. My daughter tripped and broke her arm. Damn. We didn't think it was a break, but we wanted to go to the ER anyway and get it checked out. And there were so many people in our neighborhood, we couldn't get out. There were cars everywhere, lining the streets, parked in people's yards. It was horrible. Yeah, I mean, that feels like a rare situation. I don't want that to be an asshole because I know the question is, am I the asshole or whoever? But that's a rare situation to get mad at everybody. But I get in that situation why you would be mad. But you know that's such a rare situation. There were cars everywhere lining the streets. People parked in the yard. Sorry, we did that one. No, we didn't. Cars everywhere lining the streets. People parked everywhere. We had to wait until everyone left about 1 a.m. to go to the hospital. That's bullshit. You could have got out of it. Where are you that you can't get out of somewhere until 1 a.m.? That's on you. My daughter had to wait in pain for hours. You could have went, A, to the hospital. B, could have called 911, got an ambulance there. There's so many other options. Now, I know that's a financial responsibility, but remember, you're in the rich area. Got him, dude. Got him. I got him. You're in the rich area. Why didn't you just call an ambulance, huh? No skin off your back. You have thousands of trick-or-treaters every year. Got him. Fuck yeah. See, Christian, I'm good at this, man. I'm good at this stuff. I absolutely got this guy. You're the asshole. I know it. At this point, I was done. I contacted the neighborhood community, and we managed to get some folks, cops mostly, to stand at the gate, with a list and only letting certain people. Folks that live here, family members, whatever. If you wanted to get in, you had to be close to someone in the neighborhood. I get the whole point. I recently told my sister what I had done, and she got really angry. When we were kids, we had to trick and treat in other people's neighborhoods. We lived in a trailer park with no other kids. This guy or girl, I think this is a guy, just being so arrogant about, I was from this, and now look at me, I'm rich. If you're so rich, call it. Call the ambulance. She told me I was a horrible person for ruining thousands of kids' Halloweens. I don't know if you did that. But honestly, I'm not too broken up about it. It was a hazard. If there was a fire or an emergency, no one would be able to get in. Okay, so this is what happened. He had the break, right? Okay, so he broke it. I'm so confused. Is it this here? I don't know. But his daughter broke her arm, and then he called the cops, and he's like, you got to start monitoring who's coming in and who's coming out of this neighborhood. So now, instead of it being thousands of kids getting into trick-or-treat, only a couple got in. That makes sense. However, I don't think you're an asshole they could go anywhere else. It's not like the holiday's ruined. That's ridiculous. I don't think I'm wrong, but I've always respected my sister's opinion. Am I the asshole? Yeah, the asshole for blame. Oh, we got a dog in here. We got a loose canine on the floor here. This is hilarious. What's the dog's name? Oh, okay. Just shot back in the room. This is live on the Comedy Collision podcast. You don't get this every day. But you want to close the door over there? And then, what was I saying? Now we've just derailed this podcast. But either way, not the asshole, I would say, for banning the people from going into your neighborhood. But I would say you are an asshole for trying to blame the kids. Like, you could have and be like, you couldn't have gotten out. You could have gotten out. Or you could have got someone to come in with the ambulance. Because, again, the rich neighborhood is a brag. So, yeah, that's where I'm going with that. And Christian, any take on that?
I think he's 3 out of 10 asshole.
3 out of 10 asshole, yeah. I think so too. I think that one feels like you're not really the asshole, but I don't like how cocky he was about being in the rich area and then complaining about having to wait till 1 a.m. He could have definitely have gotten out or could have gotten somebody in, an ambulance or something, if she was in that much pain. All right. Here we go. Am I the asshole for not responding? Met a guy through Tinder going through a divorce. Then she puts red flag number 1. That's mean. Sometimes guys got to he's trying to move on. At least he told you he was getting divorced and isn't just cheating. We had a tentative plan to meet Friday. He asks if he can reschedule and gives a valid reason to why. Say no problem. Saturday comes. He reaches out with a bunch of excuses, but not quite asking to cancel. I say, let's just do tomorrow since you have so much on your plate today. He agrees. Sunday comes and has yet another excuse and asks why, asks if we can do another day. At this point, I just stop responding. He's offered to make it up to me, but I feel like I've given him ample chances. And first impression is garbage at this point. Do I continue seeing him? I think you end it. Especially if he's going through a divorce, there's a lot going on there. It's just you're just getting, unless you're like really in on this guy, you're going into some baggage. You got to just split off there. Yeah, I mean, unless you're just really into it, but it doesn't sound like you are. I would just say keep swiping. That's my advice. Is always keep swiping. Swipe or don't swipe. Yeah. Swipe or no swiping. And just go find somebody else, dude. You got this. This guy's going through a divorce and has bullshitted you twice already. I'm sure he actually is having to cancel and has problems because he's going through a divorce. I don't think he's lying to you, but go find someone else. Go see what's in the ocean. That's not the saying. There's many fish in the sea. And is that it? I don't even know. Many fish in the sea? Yeah, that's it. My brain's not working right now. I don't know. That didn't pick it up. The dog just sneezed over there. Okay, one more. This one is tough. Do I want to do which one? I'll let you pick one. Right, Christian? We got, am I the asshole for telling my friend if his girlfriend cheated on him, he deserved it? Yeah, he deserved it. That one. This one's a little longer. It's, am I the asshole for having sex in front of my nosy neighbor?
No, the first one.
Okay. That's the last two we had. Okay, cool. All right. Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my friend if his girlfriend cheated on him, he deserved it? He'd deserve it. All right. One night, I, 25-year-old male, smoke a bit too much weed and start having a panic attack. Misspelled panic too. Panickk.
Oh, it's a Venezuelan.
I've been there, man. I do feel for him. He's probably typing this as he's having the panic attack. I tried different things to try to calm him down. I tried different things to try to calm down. Taking a cold shower, deep breathing, but nothing was working. At this point, I thought I had way too much to smoke and something was wrong. Man, I've been there. I ended up calling my best friend, 24-year-old male, as he had more experience with weed than I did. I called him in a panic. This guy doesn't know how to spell panic. Literally crying as I was getting real emotional as well. Oh, this guy's having a night, man. We call this a fucking Thursday night. That's what we call this. He told me I'm most probably having a panic attack and tried talking me through it, and was also seeing if he could find a deeper reason for this. Obviously, he isn't a therapist, but we always had a rule about making sure we could, be in good mindsets before smoking. Okay, good rule. When he was asking his questions, he ended up asking, "Are you cheating with my girlfriend behind my back?" Shots fired. I don't know if you have the editing skills to put the arrow in, but again, shots fired. Are you cheating with my girlfriend behind my back? I'm so in now. Even while my emotions were everywhere, I couldn't believe what I heard as King him. What the fuck? As King him to repeat it. Asking, good Lord, this guy cannot type. Even while my emotions were everywhere, I couldn't believe what I heard, asking him to repeat it. He continued saying that I heard what he asked, but repeated after I insisted, not believing that I could have heard it right. I continued by telling him there's no fucking way I would do that to him, as I've been through a similar situation in the past where my girlfriend cheated on me with one of my friends. Oh, shit. Okay. Without thinking, I told him if she was cheating on him, he would deserve it. Oh, my God. As he's been a cheater in the past himself. Oh, dude, you don't say that shit. This guy's helping you right now? You're at your worst and this guy's helping you? Oh, man. Honestly, the rest of our conversation was a bit of a blur. This guy's blacked out now. The next day, his girlfriend contacted me, calling me an asshole for saying that to him. Yeah. I responded with, why the fuck would he ask me something like that while I'm having a panic attack? A very good response. Great. A little jot you down situation. A little jab left right there. I admit my interactions with every girl is weird, as I'm a bit socially awkward, but it wasn't any different than normal. She told me that he had personal problems going on and that he hasn't told anyone and probably overreacted. However, I had no right to say what I did. I do feel bad about what I said and regret it, but I don't know if I could handle if I could have handled it better in the moment. So am I the asshole? Yeah, but you weren't. It's like you were the asshole in the moment. Real dick comment, man. But yeah, your buddy is clearly like he's paranoid with shit, and also tone. I would have loved to hear the tone if it was like if he was like, "Are you cheating with my girlfriend behind my back?" And then you were kind of like, "Dude, if anyone's cheating on anyone, it's probably you. You've done it in the past." Because if it's that, he deserves every bit of that, and you're not the asshole. But if it was like, "Are you cheating on my girlfriend because there's some bullshit going around with you and this girl?" Then you know, then you got to look deeper, sweetheart. I just called the guy sweetheart. That I meant, yeah, brother bear. You got to look deeper because it might be something you're doing with this girl. I know you're weird with all the girls, but still. And yeah, during a panic attack, obviously this is not the time to have the conversation. We wish he didn't ask then, but this guy really took you at your most vulnerable and tried to get some truth out of you. So, I'll say you're not the asshole. I'll take his side. All right, there you go. You know what? Yeah, maybe this guy is cheating. You should have said that. What you should have said is, I know you're cheating on your own girlfriend. How about that, buddy? And you're cheating with my girlfriend. And he goes, you don't have a girlfriend. And you go, no, that's what you thought, but she's actually dating me, that girl you're cheating with. And he goes, you know about Marissa? I go, no, but now I do. I got you. All right. That was the episode. So thank you guys for listening to the Comedy Collision Podcast. This has been the Halloween episode. I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. Thank you for listening. November 18th is Zanies. I will not be in gloves. I will not be in paint. And I definitely may or may not have a scarf on. All right, we'll check you guys out next week. Peace.